work do you think you have to convince
I'm
that
sorry.
room? How much more work do you think you have ahead to try and convince that room?
Cut him off! Stop! Stop it! You can't let the White House lawyers make their case. Stop it! Stop it! Yeah, that was George Stephanopoulos, who seemed upset that the White House defense lawyer at the impeachment was getting his say. And this is just a sneak preview of the attitude of the mainstream media, until now, until today, with the House impeachment team, House and management team. They've been gushing over him, but believe me, I believe today's the last day the House team is going to make their case. After this, they're going to be really down on the White House defense team. So let's see what more in full what Jay Sekulow just said that George Stephanopoulos reacted to.
The fact that four of the president's allies, some players in this trial, Lindsey Graham, Alan Dershowitz, even the Attorney General, have made statements to the effect of abuse of power is impeachable.
You know, we've got something very different than what you're hearing up here. You're hearing, video clips of testimony. We've got lawyers that are going to be put forward when our side of the case goes that represents multiple schools of thought on what is and is not an impeachable offense. But they have one thing in common, that the actions alleged and the actions of the president do not reach that level, no matter which school of thought you're on. And we're not afraid to put out both of those schools of thought, because our position is you still have to meet basic, fundamental constitutional obligations, and they haven't. Next.
How much work do you think you have to convince
I'm
that
sorry.
room? How much more work do you think you have ahead to try and convince that room?
And that is Jay Sekulow right there. And let's bring in our panel to talk a little bit about that. You just saw something a little bit new from Jay Sekulow. They're going to be making the argument that whichever constitutional interpretation you have, they're going to say it's not an impeachable offense.
Yeah, now let's see that attitude towards the White House defense team. Let's see it contrasted to what we've already seen of the mainstream media just gushing in admiration and adoration for the House managers. So let's take a look at Norah O'Donnell from a couple of days ago, gushing incredibly over Adam Schiff and his 17 full screens. You got that? 17 full screens. Full screens.
And we got round one in this preview of the House Democratic managers versus the White House. We had Adam Schiff up there for more than 40-something minutes, according to my notes, 17 full screens laying out details. There was video of the president saying he would be happy to have everybody testify. Chairman Schiff's presentation, I mean, the full screen that said, that 0 documents have been presented by the White House. They had full screens with pictures of every White House official that has that the president directed not to testify. I mean, he was trying to put his argument essentially on full screen in graphics for not only the senators, 100 senators, but for the American people.
Yeah, so what do you think is the chances of Norah O'Donnell or the other members of the mainstream media gushing like full screens? Oh my God, they had full screens over the White House defense team coming up. Somewhere between nil or none. But at least we had a sneak preview from George Stephanopoulos with that attitude against the White House defense team. So as this trial continues, the Dummy Funnies, of course, will continue covering it. See you later.